This side hustle started with a last-minute cleaning job. Today we've turned it into a full-blown property services business, and I think you can too. I'm Dean, and if you're like me, juggling a 9-to-5 and a family, and still dreaming of starting something for yourself, then this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through how we built this, the pain points, and how you can start your own property services business. Towards the back half of this video, I'm going to give you a list of actionable steps you could take to get started. Let's get into it. It started with an old coworker who needed some help. He's a property manager that has a couple apartment complexes and an Airbnb. He needed somebody because their cleaner wasn't available. They couldn't take just anybody though. They needed somebody with licenses and insurance. Luckily, I have the licenses and insurances that they needed from my other side hustles. So I said yes, provided them with the documentation that they needed, and we got set up on a trial basis before we were approved as a full-time vendor. We did a couple of turns for their property, and what started off as a one-time favor became a full contract for turnover services. This was the launching point for our property services business. Next, I want to talk about how we grew and what set us apart from the others. The first win and expansion came when the property manager needed the windows and gutters cleaned at his property. Their usual guy wasn't available, so they asked if we could do it. Now, to be real with you, I've never cleaned windows and I do not like climbing up ladders. I almost didn't want to take the job, but I said yes because I don't ever want to leave money on the table. I went on YouTube, watched videos to learn how to clean the windows and gutters properly, ordered the equipment, and made it happen. The decision to do this is what made us different and is what single-handedly won us the next 3 bids, because we became the team that could handle it all and the partner that they could rely on for what they needed. Now we have 4 properties with different management companies on contract for turnover cleans, deep cleaning, bi-weekly yard care, and the windows and gutters as needed. I handle all the exterior stuff and help my lovely fiance with the turnovers as needed. She is quitting her job full-time to solely focus on the operations, as this is too much if we continue to expand to keep as a side hustle. Ultimately, that's the goal, so we're working to build that. That leads us into the challenges. Now here's the truth. Balancing this with a full-time job is hard. The time it takes for turnovers is no joke. Turning a short-term rental is very different than other cleaning and takes much more attention to detail. A single hair on a bathroom counter can ruin you and turn a 5-star into a 4-star. Because of the time commitment, you either take time off work or juggle it with someone else, especially with the number of properties that we have and doing 6 to 8 turns a week, plus the random last-minute check-in. I'll never forget when we had 2 hours to do a turnover at one of the properties because their contractors crashed there the night before and didn't tell anybody. It was 9 in the morning, check-in was at 11, the property manager calls me freaking out. Dean, we got a problem. My fiance dropped everything and was able to go get it done. In that moment, we became the partners that they could trust, and we became more than just their vendor, but we were someone that they could rely on. So for us to make this work, it's mine and my fiance swapping off. Whoever can get there goes. Some people will struggle with the setup, the licenses, insurance, business accounts, but honestly, that's the easy part. The hard part is consistency and doing what you say you're gonna do. If you're watching this wondering if you could start a business like this, you absolutely can. You don't need to quit your job. You don't need investors. You just need to be willing to say yes, show up, and outwork the people who aren't taking it seriously. Learn what people need and be the one who shows up when they need it. Here are some actionable steps you could take away from this video and start working towards your own setup. Step 1, be real with yourself. Do you actually want to do this, or do you just like the idea of it? The business is not passive. You're gonna sweat, you're gonna juggle things around, but if you're serious, it can change your life. Don't half-ass it. Decide now if this is something you're ready to build. Step 2, don't guess, validate your market. If no one in your area needs this, then it's not a business, it's your hobby. Go online, search Airbnb listings, find property managers, and ask yourself, are there enough people around me who need help with turnovers, lawn care, windows? This step will save you time and money later on. Make sure that the opportunity is there and you're not chasing something that doesn't exist. Step 3, get your ducks in a row. Opportunities aren't going to wait. Be ready before they come. Set up your business as a sole prop or an LLC and grab basic liability insurance. You may not need it yet, but having it means that if someone says, hey, can you start this week? Your answer can be yes. Be the person who's always ready. Step 4, shamelessly ask everybody. Your first job probably is going to come from your cousin's friend's neighbor, and that's a win. Tell everyone what you're doing, post it, text it, show up with cookies and flyers. Don't pitch anything at this point. Just say, hey, if you or someone you know needs cleaning, let me know. Use these jobs to snap pics and build yourself social proof. Step 5, show up where the work is. You can't get work if you aren't looking where people are asking for it. Make accounts on Turno, Thumbtack, Angie's List, set up a Facebook page, join local groups, go on Nextdoor, DM people. The point of this is the more places you show up, the more chances you can give someone to say, hey, can you help us? And for those of you who stuck around, here's a bonus tip on how you can land a contract with property managers. It revolves around a single question. Very simple. How do I become an approved vendor? I'll say it again. How do I become an approved vendor? That's it. That's your script, nothing else. You walk in, smile, hand them a flyer, and say, how do I become an approved vendor? You can send it in an email. You can walk in and say it. You can call them over the phone. But what this does is it shows that you're serious and not random. Managers expect you to be professional, and they'll respect that when you come to them with the knowledge and the terminology that they already know. This was a breakdown of how we got our business rolling and a list of steps that you can take. If you found any of this information valuable, give me a like or subscribe, or share this with someone that you want to start a business with. If you want me to do a breakdown of how to put together an estimate or send an invoice or how to charge for your services, let me know in the comments and I'll put something together. Stay tuned for my next video and deep dive about my journey into the vending machine ownership, how I got my first locations, and the different tools and software I use to manage that part of my business. And remember, try something, fail, learn, and try again.